If you're a fan of cruising or follow the travel industry closely, there's some major news coming out of the Middle East that you need to know about. Saudi Arabia, a country known for its ambitious tourism goals and stunning Red Sea coastline, has just rolled out a brand new set of cruise ship regulations that are poised to shake up the entire cruise industry, not just in the region, but potentially on a global scale. These regulations aren't just some routine paperwork or minor tweaks. They represent the very first comprehensive legal framework that Saudi Arabia has put in place specifically for cruise ship operations. The Saudi Red Sea Authority, or SRSA, is leading the charge here, and they've created a set of rules that are meticulous, highly detailed, and tailored not only to protect the environment and passengers, but to elevate the cruise experience and ensure the kingdom's rapid cruise tourism growth is sustainable and world-class. Now, you might be wondering why this matters so much. After all, there are already international standards for cruise ships, right? Yes, there are. And these new Saudi regulations actually align closely with more than 18 of those international maritime conventions. Think of the big names like SOLAS, MARPOL, and the ISM and ISPS codes. But what makes Saudi Arabia's approach unique is how it blends these global standards with very specific local requirements that reflect the cultural, environmental, and security realities of the Red Sea region. For cruise lines, this means entering Saudi waters won't be as simple as sailing in and welcoming passengers aboard. Operators are now required to obtain licenses from the SRSA and must establish a local branch within Saudi Arabia. This isn't just a bureaucratic hurdle. It means cruise companies need a physical and legal presence on the ground, ensuring they are deeply connected to the local market and can comply fully with the kingdom's rules. They also have to appoint licensed tourist navigators, a step designed to keep expert local oversight on every cruise journey. This kind of local anchoring is a huge deal. While other countries might have regulations that cruise companies comply with, Saudi Arabia is demanding a much higher level of operational detail and accountability. For cruise lines looking to tap into the Red Sea's incredible potential, this creates clarity and legal certainty. Everyone knows what's expected, which reduces risks and sets a clear path for sustainable business. But it's not just about paperwork. The environmental rules in Saudi Arabia's new cruise ship regulations are some of the strictest in the world. The Red Sea is a delicate ecosystem, home to vibrant coral reefs, unique marine life, and fragile habitats that could easily be damaged by careless shipping practices. Recognizing this, the kingdom has implemented a zero-discharge policy for cruise ships operating in its waters. This means no ballast water, wastewater, or any kind of waste can be discharged into the sea under any circumstances. Cruise lines will need to have robust onboard environmental management systems, including biofouling prevention, sewage treatment, and energy efficiency measures to meet these tough standards. Many other countries have environmental policies, but Saudi Arabia's are definitely among the most rigorous, setting a new benchmark for cruise sustainability worldwide. Passenger safety is also front and center. The regulations require that cruise ships maintain up-to-date emergency response plans, conduct safety briefings for passengers, and have qualified medical staff and equipment on board at all times. Crew members must be trained in firefighting, first aid, and evacuation procedures, ensuring they're ready to respond quickly in any situation. On top of that, cruise lines must install surveillance systems and control access to the ship, aligning perfectly with international safety standards. But Saudi Arabia goes a step further by mandating prioritized boarding for people with disabilities and requiring trained hospitality staff on board, highlighting the kingdom's commitment to creating an inclusive, service-oriented cruise environment. When it comes to service quality, Saudi Arabia's regulations are truly pioneering. Unlike many places where cruise service standards are loosely defined or left to industry discretion, here they are codified into law. Operators have to guarantee that portside services such as information desks, ATMs, internet connectivity, and multilingual staff are available to passengers. Entertainment and other amenities must meet advertised standards, and there's a formal channel for passengers to file complaints and have them resolved, a huge win for consumer rights. Additionally, these regulations emphasize responsible tourism. Children under 12 can't embark or disembark without an adult, and passengers might be asked to provide medical fitness certificates before boarding. This careful attention to passenger well-being and responsibility reflects Saudi Arabia's broader goals of creating a safe, respectful, and high-quality tourism environment. One of the most interesting aspects of these regulations is how they balance global recognition with local culture. Cruise operators must avoid any behavior that might violate Saudi public order or cultural norms, and they must respect military and security zones designated by the authorities. Ships that need to enter for emergency reasons must notify and coordinate with officials in advance. SRSA also holds significant authority to inspect ships, revoke licenses, or suspend operations if there's any non-compliance. This means cruise lines will have to maintain high standards consistently. It's not just about passing an inspection once, but staying in line with the rules at all times. All of this adds up to a clear message. Saudi Arabia is serious about becoming a top global cruise destination while preserving its marine heritage and cultural identity. For cruise lines, it means entering the Saudi market requires not only adherence to some of the toughest safety and environmental standards on the planet, but also a commitment to service quality and local engagement that few other cruise destinations demand. For travelers, this is great news. It means you can expect safer, more sustainable, and higher quality cruise experiences in one of the world's most stunning marine environments. For cruise companies, it's both a challenge and an opportunity. Adapting to these regulations could unlock access to a new, rapidly growing market with enormous potential. So, if you're wondering what Saudi Arabia's new cruise ship regulations mean for the cruise industry, the answer is simple. They are setting a new global standard that others might soon follow. This is a transformative moment that blends world-class maritime safety and environmental stewardship with local culture and hospitality, opening a new chapter for cruising in the Red Sea and beyond. Stay tuned, because as these regulations roll out and more cruise lines adjust their operations, we're likely to see Saudi Arabia emerge as a must-visit destination for cruise lovers around the world.